Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Eagle Court of Honor for Hudson Radcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia. This afternoon, we offer a special welcome to State Representative Vicki Goodwin, who has joined us to honor these scouts.
Good afternoon and welcome to your state capitol. I am State Representative Vicki Goodwin. I represent House District 47, which includes Steiner Ranch, comes all the way down through the Lake Travis area to Circle C in South Austin. So I have the western part of Travis County. I'm in my fourth term and very honored to represent, and also very honored to be here and be able to say a few words. How proud I am of these young men for achieving Eagle Scout. My brothers achieved Eagle Scout as well, and my nephew, and so I'm aware of all the hard work that goes into it. And it's a really amazing program. I've seen the work of earning the merit badges. I've been called upon to help with the citizenship merit badge a number of times. I recently enjoyed being a participant at the Pinewood Derby. I got to MC a Pinewood Derby, and it had been years since I had seen that, and the technology has improved quite a bit from when my brothers were doing that and when my kids were doing it, but it was a lot of fun. So I know that you're always taught to be prepared. I know you're taught so many meaningful life skills through the work that you do. I know that you have to do a really major project to earn the Eagle Scout. So congratulations on this very wonderful honor. And in honor of your accomplishment, I have a certificate and a flag for each of you. So first we have Michael Garcia. Next we have Hunter Dwyer. And Hudson Radcliffe. Now my staff would like for us to take a quick picture together, and then I will turn it over.
The pathway to Eagle can be described as a steep trail leading up to 3 peaks, the highest being that of the Eagle Scout. The trail starts with the tenderfoot rank and continues through second and first class ranks. During this phase, scouts are given instruction and guidance. They are learning important outdoor skills, including camping, cooking, physical fitness, and developing teamwork and leadership skills. They're also being examined. The leaders are watching to see if the flicker of light representing duty, service, and law is growing within. Reaching first class is an important step in a scout's life. They have demonstrated that they have met requirements at each rank and are showing scout spirit. Then the mountain climbing begins. The first peak to be reached is that of the Star Scout. The scout has provided leadership to their troop, has provided service to fellow scouts in their community, and they are completing merit badges of personal interest as well as those required for Eagle Scout. The second peak is the Life Scout. The scout must complete additional service to the community, leadership within the troop, and additional merit badges, as well as embody scout spirit in their daily life. The Life Scout badge features a heart, symbolizing the essence of scouting. The third peak is the Eagle Scout. Now they must be tested on one final climb to see if theirs is truly part of their character. The Scout must now go into the community, plan, organize, coordinate, and deliver a service project, a demonstration of leadership and character. Awarding the Eagle Scout badge is an important and serious matter. It is the goal toward which the Scout has been working for several years. It is the culmination of their efforts and the efforts of their parents and family, supporters, and Scout leaders. It is an occasion for, it is a, a significant and solemn event, but is also a time that invites deep reflection. I'd like to ask Mr. Garcia to join me at the lectern, please.
The first responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. Honor is the foundation of all character. An Eagle will so live that they reflect upon their home, church, school, friends, and upon himself. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. An Eagle is loyal to their ideas. Neither pain, nor profit, nor personal loss shall swerve their loyalty. May the blue of your badge remind you to always be loyal. The third obligation of an Eagle Scout is courage. Courage gives all character force and strength. Trusting in God and with faith in their fellow man, they face each day unafraid and seek their share of the world's work to do. May the red of your badge remind you always of courage. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is service. He extends a helping hand to those who still toil up the scouting trail they have just completed, just as others help them in their achievement of the Eagle rank. The habit of the daily good turn must take on a new meaning and blossom forth in a life of service. May the motto, "Be prepared," always remind you that as an Eagle, you are among the best prepared to be of service to others. May the eagle suspended from the ribbon always remind you to perform that service when the opportunity presents itself. Will the following Scouts please come forward to prepare for attaining the rank of Eagle Scout? Hudson Ratcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia. We have asked each of the Eagle Scouts to say a few words about their experience as a Scout and what it means for them to be an Eagle Scout. First Eagle Scout is going to be Hudson Ratcliffe.
Greetings. I'd first like to thank the Honorable State Representative for coming out and taking the time to see our ceremony. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to every adult who's helped me on this journey. The time and effort they put in to guiding us will never be unnoticed and never went unnoticed. Whether I realized it at the time or not, their support was the biggest influence on achieving this rank. In 5th grade, I joined Troop 201 to start the long road to becoming an Eagle Scout. I didn't know it yet, but achieving such a highly sought after rank was going to be a long and difficult journey. Some of my favorite memories as a Scout weren't about earning the next badge or rank, but it was the small moments, like getting to know people from different social circles or phases of life. It was hiking up a mountain at the crack of dawn to see the sunrise after only 2 hours of sleep on a campout. It was experiencing life under the sea through scuba diving, a skill and hobby that I'll continue for the rest of my life. Honestly, there were many times during the scouting journey when I wanted to give up, feeling like the final rank was impossibly far away. Reaching it took grit to push through 15 pages of paperwork for a merit badge, leadership to play campouts and run meetings, but most of all, it took the willingness to learn and grow, pushing myself beyond what I thought I could do. That willingness to grow has been one of the most important lessons I've learned as a scout. From laughing off burnt hamburgers on a campout and trying again until they were edible, to embracing challenges of tying a tricky knot until it finally clicked. A lighthearted growth mindset has helped me the most. Whether it was improvising a troop activity that didn't go as expected, or staying positive after getting lost on a hike, I've learned that growth comes easiest when you're willing to adapt and keep a good attitude. To me, being an Eagle Scout isn't just about knowing the Scout law and oath, although very important things, but it's about how to adapt and persevere and constantly improve. It's about embracing challenges, not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow. Thank you.
Our next Eagle Scout is Hunter Dwyer.
First off, I would like to echo exactly what Hudson said. I'd like to thank you to all the parents and all the leaders that have helped me through this journey. It would not have been even close to the same, and I can't thank y'all enough. Second, I would like to thank my parents and everybody in my family for all y'all have done to help me through. I know there were some times that I didn't want to get paperwork done, but all of y'all really helped me and encouraged me through this. Scouting has been more than just an activity or something I do on the weekend. I've taken it as a way of growth, adventure, and many lessons I will take throughout the rest of my life. From my first camp out in Bastrop, where Tyler Buckner managed to turn a burger into a piece of charcoal, to Philmont, where my already skinny legs felt even more like noodles, to finally my Eagle Project, where I got to help the community out. Every experience I've had as a part of my scouting journey has shaped the person I am today. One of my most valuable learnings I've learned on my scouting journey is the importance of building a sense of community. Whether leading a patrol on a hike, planning a service project, or mentoring younger scouts, I've learned that building a sense of community amongst those around you makes a light and day difference in the way situations are handled. It doesn't matter how many times those in a community fall, there's always someone there to help back them up. With the help of scouts, I have tried to be my best to be that person that is always there to help others get back up whenever they fall. Beyond these different skills, scouting has given me an uncountable amount of unforgivable memories. Sitting around the campfire, sharing stories of all the girls we've seen, backpacking through the wilderness, attempting not to crumble on spot, and working alongside fellow scouts to serve our community are moments I'll treasure for the rest of my life. Scouting has promoted me to not only fulfill my duty to myself, but more importantly, fulfill my duty to my country, community, friends, family, God, and environment. Scouting has instilled in me the values of the Scout Oath and law, leading me to seek out opportunities to help those around me. Becoming an Eagle Scout is not just a rank. It represents years of dedication, hard work, and personal growth. It is a reminder to me that I can achieve my goals with determination and effort, and it will remain as a reminder for many years to come. Though my time as a scout may be ending, the lessons I've learned with me will stay with me forever. I'm proud to be a part of scouting tradition, and I look forward to carrying its values into the future and bettering the world. Thank you.
And I will now ask Michael Garcia to come to the lectern.
I'd like to start the speech off by giving a huge thanks to my mom and my dad for helping me and pushing me through my entire journey. None of this would have been possible without the two of you, and I love you both so much for always being there for me my entire life and all of Boy Scouts. Scouts has been a truly amazing journey for me. starting way back in first grade when I joined PAC 205. The first 5 years in scouting went by pretty quick with monthly meetings and infrequent din meetings, which turned out to be very different from Boy Scouts, turned out to be very different from Boy Scouts when I joined in 6th grade. My first experience with Boy Scouts started at Camp Hale all the way back in 2018. Safe to say, it was a pretty eventful first camp out. We had 3 ER visits in 24 hours, and I myself had an encounter with an assassin beetle, an embarrassing story Mr. Weisman promised me he would tell everyone at my Eagle Scout Court of Honor. Thank you for that. After the first few years of Scouts, my scouting journey took me, my brother, and my dad to Philmont for the first time to attempt a 12-day trek. We all made it back alive, more or less, but after 7 days of rain and lots of not the most fun experiences, I thought I would never go back because of how rough the first trek was. So naturally, 2 years later, I decided to go back for a 21-day trek called Rayado, where I met some of the most amazing people and had some of the most fun in my scouting journey. After all these years and experiences, I finally realized on that trek what scouting really meant to me. Scouting is so much more than going to Ameripatch University, getting up at 6 a.m. on a summer weekend to help your friend with his Eagle project in the scorching heat, more than being the popper of the surf, the jester of Tortuga. And yes, scouting is more than managing to overcook and undercook a pancake or burger at a camp out. Scouting is about the people who you take the journey with, the ones who make the journey really worth it. So thank you so much to all the people in my scouting journey who have made scouting really worth it after all these years. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Thank you very much.
At this time, I would like to invite Grayson Ratcliffe, Troop 201 Eagle Scout from November of 2019, to share a few words of wisdom and encouragement to the new Eagle Scouts.
Howdy. My name is Grayson Ratcliffe. I am from Troop 201, got my Eagle Scout in 2019, and I graduated from Texas A&M. I'm speaking here today in honor of my grandfather, who was not able to speak at mine because he passed a couple years before. It should have been him talking, and he's the reason why the Ratcliffe family was in Boy Scouts to start with. It's the reason why we have been a part of Troop 201 for the past 15 years. And it's bittersweet because this is the final kind of thing for our family in Boy Scouts. And so hopefully one day we will get to give back to our future families as well. And so before I get into what I want to say, Sway Hudson, I love you, man. I'm very proud of you. Just excited for your future. So I want to start with a story of one of my times in Boy Scouts at summer camp in Colorado, at a place called Spanish Peaks. Many might know Spanish Peaks was a very difficult camp to attend because it's very old school. And I was asked to be SPL at this camp out. And it was my sophomore summer. I was excited to go to summer camp, but I was also not wanting to put in a lot of work. And oh man, was that the opposite of what had to happen at this camp. And as SPL, I was in charge of preparing the meals every day for the 50 scouts that we brought with us. And what that meant is waking up at 5:30 every morning to bring back 4-gallon tubs of food 3/4 miles away from our campsite. And I could not do that alone. I had to have people to help me, and I did. And I asked different scouts every day if they would come along and wake up at 5:30 in the morning with me so that they might go and bring this food back so we might be able to eat and have breakfast. And many did come help. And the only way we would have been able to eat in the morning is if they came along. And the reason I tell you that story is for two things. One, you're finishing out your Boy Scout journey, and you're going to go out into a world where they don't know Boy Scouts, they know nothing about it. And that world is really hard, and you've been given the ability and the courage to go out and do hard things. But the only way you can do hard things is with others, and I would encourage you, as you continue with life, don't do it alone. And you need others to come alongside you. Like, these awesome parents have the past 6 years. There's no way that you could have gotten through it without them, and they have sacrificed paid time off, times with their families so that you might succeed. And we need people like that in our lives to keep us going. Proverbs 18:24, a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I encourage you to find that friend. So yeah, Boy Scouts was hard at times. And it had easy waves and hard waves, but it was probably the hardest because you had to devote 6 years of your life to it. But you did, and now it's over, and you can say you succeeded. And so I would encourage you, as you go through hard times in life, to remember that you've gone through hard things already, and it's going to be okay at the end. And finally, I'll leave with this. You have probably said the Scout Oath and Law hundreds and hundreds of times, but I would encourage you to think of those sayings, not as Boy Scout things, but as good things, because we live in a world that does not have honest people, that does not have reverent people, that is not helpful, and we need people to go out and be a light and exude those traits as you are in your new jobs and you have families of your own in your church, and you have everything that you could possibly need. So that's all I got. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Powell to deliver the Eagle Charge and oath.
All right. Hudson, Hunter, Michael, you are about to join the ranks of Eagle Scouts. Before doing so, however, we ask you to recommit yourselves to Scouting's essential principles. I have the honor to give you the Eagle Charge on occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome, significant movements in world history. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America of being worthy of the highest rank in this great movement. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position is one of honor and responsibility. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother Scouts. I charge you, Hudson Radcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, Michael Garcia, to undertake your citizenship with solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the highest level of service to God and your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you will be inspired to find a living. I charge you to be among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on a solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence to God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record with which every Scout will be proud. All right, so I'm going to ask you now to recite your the Scout Oath, and I will let you guys go through it. So let's have one of you lead it, if that's okay, for the Scout Oath.
Outside. On my honor, I'll do my best
to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
too.
All right, at this time I'm going to invite Mr. Wiesman to come up to the lectern.
I'm just glad I don't have to give a speech after Grayson. Impressive, young man. Thank you. Gentlemen, your conduct along the Eagle Trail has been excellent. You've rededicated yourself to the principles of Scouting, but one more thing is important, the future. As an Eagle Scout, you become a guide to other Scouts of lower rank. You become an example in your community. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous, and people will expect more of you. The torch you carry is not yours, not only yours, but it is also ours. I challenge you to enter this Eagle Brotherhood, holding ever before you without reservation the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. As the candidate takes this pledge for the first time, will those Eagle Scouts who are present in the audience please stand? As you can see, there are other Eagle Scouts here today that have come to honor and celebrate the achievements of the Eagle Scouts that are in front of us. We would like to recognize these Eagle Scouts. Starting from the left, please introduce yourself, state the year you received your Eagle Scout, your troop number, and the city, and please remain standing.
My name is Colin Dwyer. I received my Eagle Scout with Troop 201 in 2021. And what else were you asking for?
City, Austin.
Texas.
Amen.
Drew Keller, I received my Eagle Scout in 1989 at Beale Air Force Base, and what was the other?
Drew.
Oh, I don't know the troop number. Oh, you moved around a lot.
Hello, my name is Emmett. I'm an Eagle Scout from Troop 410 right there in Austin, Texas, and I earned my Eagle in 2022.
I'm Arnold Chowdhury. I earned my Eagle Scout in 2024 at Troop 201 in Austin, Texas.
Grayson Ratcliffe, November 2019, Troop 201, Austin, Texas.
Gary Murphy, 1971, Vandenberg Air Force Base, California, Troop 392.
That was a great year, Gary. I was born that year. J.R. Weisman, Eagle Scout, Houston, Troop 652 in 1989. Hudson Radcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia. You've earned the honor and privilege of joining these Eagle Scouts and all others. You join them by taking the Eagle Pledge. I ask you and all other Eagle Scouts to please give the Scout sign and repeat after me in unison. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to my country.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to my country.
I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of the rank of Eagle Scout.
of the rank of Eagle Scout.
2. Thank you, Eagle Scouts in the audience. You may be seated. Hudson Radcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia, by repeating the Eagle Scout pledge before your fellow members, you have become an Eagle Scout. Though the words you used just now are similar to those by which you joined Scouting, today they mean more than ever. Today they mean more than they ever could have meant at that time or at any time in the past. When you pledged yourself on your sacred honor, using the same words which are found at the end of the Declaration of Independence, you sealed your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Cutts to the lectern.
At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Evans and Mr. Chowdhury, please assist with preparing Hudson, Hunter, and Michael to receive the award of Eagle Scout. You got a little work to do. All right. Thank you, looking good. In a moment, Mr. Yunker and Mr. Steen will confer upon you the award of Eagle Scout. However, I am sure you will agree that some special persons should be accorded the privilege of standing with you and in some measure sharing these high honors. Would the parents of Hudson Ratcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia please come forward and stand. Would the pin presenters, Mr. Yunker and Mr. Steen, provide the Eagle ribbon and pins to the Scouts.
It's a long parade of leaders that have come before me and spoken here today. They've all had an impact on these Scouts' lives. I'm the current Scoutmaster for Troop 201, so the privilege and the honor of providing the pin, presenting the pin, to Hudson, Hunter, and Michael. It falls to me.
Round of applause. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and helpfulness from the mother of the Eagle Scouts which have led to this evening. As a symbol of what his mother has made possible, the court now asks Hudson, Hunter, and Michael to present their mothers a miniature Eagle pin. It is a Troop 201 tradition that the scout thank their mom with an eagle kiss. Your father has stood by you over the years and has offered his encouragement and assistance. As the symbol of what he has contributed to your attainment of this award, the court now asks you to present him with an Eagle Dad pin. As I invite Mr. Garces to the lectern, I'd like to shake these guys' hands.
At this time, I ask Mr. Junker and Mr. Steen to present Hudson Radcliffe, Hunter Dwyer, and Michael Garcia with their framed Eagle Scout certificate. This certificate from the Boy Scouts of America has been framed, and inside contains your signed application, a letter of congratulations from the Capital Area Council CEO and Scout Executive, a letter of congratulations from the National Eagle Scout Association President, and a letter of congratulations from the Boy Scouts of America CEO, National Chair, and National Commissioner. Hudson, Hunter, and Michael, you've been mentored well by many leaders of this great troop. Now it is time to select a leader in particular that has helped you along your journey to Eagle. Hudson, Hunter, and Michael, have you made your mentor pin recipient selection? Starting off with Hudson, please introduce your mentor and present the pin.
Mr. Reisman.
Hunter, please.
I'd also like to call Mr. Reisman.
Oh.
Thank you for all of you.
Very proud.
Michael, please introduce your mentor and present the pin.
Bought a second pin for someone else, but good thing Mr. Reisman stayed up here because he's getting my
gonna tell it later.
Thank you. My second one goes out to none other than Mr. Hoyle. You've been a big help through Eagle Scouts.
Finally, Troop 201 is very proud of your accomplishments in attaining the rank of Eagle Scout, and we would like to present you a silver Eagle coin to forever remind you of this occasion. Eagle Scouts, parents, Scouts, audience, this is truly a special day, and it's been my pleasure to be here with you. I would like to conclude this Eagle Scout ceremony in saying, by the authority vested in me in the National Court of Honor of Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege to pronounce each of you Eagle Scouts. May the oath you have taken remain graven on your hearts forever. Please join me in congratulating our newest Eagle Scouts. We now invite everyone to join us for a reception to continue honoring these Scouts. This Court of Honor is adjourned. Thank you.
Got a lot of stuff.